Hey, what's good? Let's get a Logic show. Video games, baby. Video games was still boiling on a budget. Heading back to the lab. 3 new games, hot, you must have. Get a Logic show, baby. You know how we do things. Boiling on the budget, boiling on the budget, saving all the money, saving all the money.
Yeah. Bustin'. JB. Keep bustin'. Ha. Bust back. JB's. Game plan. We don't stop. Whipping up. Bustin' back. Set it off. 10th round and still catching mad beat down, so I retreat back. Set it off. 10th round and still catching mad beat down.
That was so
I
cheesy.
retreat back.
I hate bosses like
10th round and still catching mad beat down, so I retreat back to my old stomping grounds. Regroup.
What's good? Welcome back to the Get a Logic show. Alright, video game reviews, okay? Still same concept, boiling on a budget, saving money, getting quality video games that are fun to play, have a large live community, or in this episode's instance, we're going to go over one game that you can actually get the whole family to play. Okay, but let's start off with me thinking and going outside of the box. I guess that's a good way of explaining it. Very, very rarely do I play platforms, okay? I really don't. I mean, after the Nintendo Entertainment System and Mario and the Genesis with Sonic, I was through. No more platforms. You know, I just stuck with my fighters, my racers, and of course my shooters, okay? One day I'm on Gamefly and I said, all right, let me just go ahead and try this game. I've been seeing the YouTube videos about it, I've been seeing the commercials about it, you know, well, a year ago basically, you know, and I said, you know, I was like, wow, it looks interesting, you know, and Sega does make good games, okay? I still hate y'all for not doing hardware, but still y'all make good games. So, I said, alright, I'm going to give this a try. So, I went ahead and got Bayonetta, okay? I played this game for a couple of days. And then, you know what, I said, you know, I gotta keep this. I need this game. Okay, I was like 2 days into it. And I was like, you know what, let me go to my GameCube and let me just order this. Okay? I beat the game, but you know what? You know, usually with platformers, once you beat it, it's over, the game sits there as usual. This game is freaking fun. Okay? No matter what the commercials look like, it actually is a whole lot of fun. The story is great. I like the story. In fact, as I'm playing, I'm saying to myself, why did they even make this into a game? They should have made this into an anime movie. Okay, this game, the controls are tight. Okay, like I said, it's got a relevant storyline. No, there's really no live interaction, so you can't take your characters and play them online, but there are leaderboards. Okay, but this game, okay, we're boiling on the budget still, under $20. Bayonetta. This is a great game, okay? It's for teens and above, okay? I wouldn't suggest it for little kids, of course, you know. And the reason why I go over this is because, you know, I really don't want parents to just pick up games and just give them to their kids. And like I said, when I did the Blaze Blue Continuum Shift review, you know, a lot of parents, you know, they buy the game sight unseen and then they say, you know, oh, there's cursing in this is unacceptable, my child is 9 years old. Once again, I'm going to say this once again, you need to be aware of what you're buying, okay? But if you're a teen or an adult, you are going to really love Bayonetta. It is really a cool game. I really can't explain anything anymore. You know, I might have to revisit the whole platform thing. If there's going to be more platform games like this, Bayonetta, I might have to revisit that genre and see if there's other great games out there like this. The only thing that kind of pissed me off while I was playing is that whole ring concept from Sonic, you know, the collection of the rings and stuff. But anyway, it's got like a lot of different modes. There's a short driving mode. Of course, you got the bosses are insanely huge and big, you know. and kind of hard to beat. It's not an easy game to beat. You're going to feel very rewarded when you finally get to the end. And I say finally get to the end because there's a couple of what I like to call false endings where you throw down the joystick and you're like, hey, I'm done. And you would have walked away satisfied. But Bayonetta is one of those games that there's something more in store before you can walk away. So I'm going to suggest this. This is balling on the budget. This game you can pick up just about any place, including GameFly, for under 20 bucks. So we're still balling on the budget. So I'm going to suggest that you add Bayonetta to your collection. Okay? Here's a slight, I guess, trailer. You can look at that. And then we're going to move on to the next game. All right? Let's go. Okay, hopefully you took my word. You went ahead and got Bayonetta. You're going to be very pleased. It's balling on a budget. A game this incredible for 20 bucks or less is a steal. But we're still balling on a budget. We got to get back into my comfort zone and shooters, fighters, racers. Okay, but let's go to the favorite of that genre, which is going to be fighters. My favorite thing to do, whether it's to tone down from work or just to relax or to go on live and kick some butt. All right, but anyway, all right, I'm going to talk about, first off, the well-known franchise, Mortal Kombat. You know this franchise. Everybody knows it. The fatalities, the over-the-top fighters, the really tight storyline. The character history is built in. It's kind of something that's easy to follow. The strange thing about Mortal Kombat is that most fighters are created and originate from the Japanese market, whereas this is made in the USA, homegrown fighting material. So Mortal Kombat is one of our own. Okay, so it's one of America's favorite fighters. It's always great news. They're coming out with another version. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to come out, I think, the second quarter of this year. I'm waiting. But let's go back to the review because we're blowing a budget. We're not talking about new games. We're talking about games you need to add to your collection. And one of those games is Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Now, everybody knows the main crop of DC Universe's character lineup. Okay, we know Superman, we know Batman, we know The Flash, we know Green Lantern, movie coming out soon. Can't wait for that either. Okay, Wonder Woman, the Joker. We know these characters. Lex Luthor. They've taken the mainstream characters and added them to the game, and it's kind of crazy. Okay, to be able to, let's say, Scorpion versus Superman, Wonder Woman versus Katara. It's crazy. It's crazy, and the concept and the execution is really tight. I mean, they've added a couple more modes. They have like a grappling mode. They also have a free-for-all fight mode. You know what? With this game, and most importantly, there is still a vibrant community on Live, Xbox Live, playing this game. This game is, I mean, again, 2 years old. 2 years old. But who doesn't love Mortal Kombat? If you like fighters, Mortal Kombat is, I'm going to say, probably one of your favorite franchises. So, you know, I can't even say anymore. This game is insane. The fatalities, the brutalities are back. The story mode is very entertaining. It's very fun. I think I got this game when it was new. Okay, again, we're borrowing on a budget. You can get it right now, $20 or less. Okay, you can get it from Gamefly and other retailers, but $20 or less. But when I first got this game, I said, well, how are they going to integrate this whole DC and Mortal Kombat universe and make this actually work? You know what? They did it. They did it. And the reason why I was afraid was because the Mortal Kombat universe is really kind of tight. I mean, at one time they even had a comic, which I still got a couple of copies up in my closet in my loft. But again, I'm going on and on about it, but Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, $20 or less, you're born on a budget. I'm going to suggest that you go ahead and get this, especially if you like fighters. Okay, and if you like the Mortal Kombat franchise, any of the games, you know, from Mortal Kombat 1 on up, you definitely need to go ahead and cop this game. Okay, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun on Live, and I think it should be in everyone's collection. All right, I'm going to show the trailer, then I'm moving on. Okay, moving on to the next game.
Finish him!
Alright, so hopefully you're thinking about picking up Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Go to Gamefly, $20 or less, you'll get a used copy. You can probably go to GameStop and get a brand new copy for about $20. It's a must-have. I'm going to suggest that you add it to your collection. But moving on. Okay, listen, a lot of games, including Mortal Kombat that I talk about, are really not made for everyone in the household. Okay? When you have a game system in your house, I mean, I do. I like to share the fun. I like everybody to have fun. You know, I've got a couple of games that I buy so that anybody that comes into the house can enjoy what I like to think as the most fun part of my entertainment system, which is my Xbox 360. You know, if there's a little kid in the house, you know, or if I have nieces and nephews over visiting, or, you know, somebody comes over and they've got a little kid with them, you know, I like for them to be able to, you know, they see the games and, oh, can I play? You know, so I like to have something that's going to be fun, that's not going to have the child's parent look at me like, why the hell did you just put that in there? Why does my child have to be subjected to this? So, every once in a while, I buy what I call family fun games, okay? And by that, that means that I will never buy a freaking Wii. So they have to be for the Xbox 360. But, with that being said, one of my favorite games that I even play by myself, okay, is pinball. I like pinball. Again, product of the 80s. Pinball is tons of fun. No real learning curve. All you gotta do is keep the ball alive as long as you can and rack up points, okay? Now, with that being said, translating a game that's just based on physics and gravity is kind of hard to recreate on a console, okay? I remember they had a game on the Sega Saturn. It was kind of cool. The Xbox had a couple of pinball games. Kind of cool. Just wasn't really feeling them as much, but they served their purpose. They got that Pinball Jones out of me because there's no more arcades really, okay? And I'm not paying $5 for 3 balls to play pinball, okay? At some little Bob and Dave's or whatever that chain is called. It's Jillian's in my team. But you know, I remember when you threw in a quarter, you got 5 balls, or 3 balls later on in the 80s. But pinball is fun. So, step into Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection. Rated E for everyone, or 10. But it's pinball, okay? So, and you know what? I really like this game because it really makes me feel that I'm in front of an old school arcade pinball cabinet. I mean, I love it. It's got some of my favorite games. I used to love Pinbot. Okay, I was stationed in Rhode Island, and there was this arcade down on Broadway, and I damn near lived in there, you know. But they had this game called Pinbot, and I love this game. Some of the other games that they have on there is Funhouse, which is quick becoming one of my favorites on this. Medieval Madness is hot. This game will make you feel like you are sitting down, well, standing up in front of a pinball cabinet. It translates really good using the joysticks. You can have up to 4 players. Again, live is just basically leaderboards, okay? But there's still a large community. They've got a couple of challenges built in. You earn credits, you earn achievements, you get to unlock tables. Well, you get to unlock 1 table, and I'm not even gonna talk about job time. Anywho, really good buy. Really good buy. Again, you've got a little kid in the house, they see you playing, you know, and instead of you having a bunch of shooters and fighters, you know, at least if a little kid comes by, and you're gonna enjoy it too, you know. And one of the biggest things is you know, getting your spouse or your if the case be, you're still living at home, your mother or older adults to see why you enjoy the system so much. This is the game to put in to let them play. Is Pinball Hall of Fame. You know, everybody knows and loves pinball. There's nothing not to love, especially if it's well done. Okay? So again, balling on a budget, $20 or less. Add this to your collection. It's family fun. Everybody's gonna enjoy it. You know, there's not too much more I can say. Unless, you know, of course, you're one of those people that have to have a Wii in your house. But yeah, go ahead and get this. Get Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection, $20 or less. That way everybody can enjoy the magic that is the Xbox 360. Alright, I'm going to show a clip, and we're going to get some more of these. Hey, make sure you stay tuned to GhettoLogic.org, okay? Make sure you stop by there every once in a while, because I gotta clean out my video game collection. I'm starting to trip over cases when I go by the TV set. So we're gonna be having some giveaways soon, okay? So make sure you stay tuned. I'll have the rules put in, and I might bless you with one of my games, and I've been pretty good at picking them. So if you haven't added to your collection, you might get a chance to add it to your collection for free. Balling on a budget, free is always better than $20 or less. All right?